trigonometry. Given a right angle triangle, we can find the unknown sides and the angles by using the basic trigonometric ratios, that is sine, cos, tan, or the Pythagoras theorem. That is, when it is a right angle triangle, we can use sine, cos, and tan, or the Pythagoras theorem. Now first let us see how to use the Pythagoras theorem. If it is a right angle triangle over here, the opposite side is the hypotenuse. Opposite to 90 degrees is the hypotenuse. Suppose if you take this as A, B and C, the Pythagoras theorem states that the hypotenuse square, that is A square, will be equal to B square plus C square. Suppose if you want to find any other side other than the hypotenuse, B squared will be equal to hypotenuse square minus the other side square. So Pythagoras theorem is mainly used to find only the sides. Now the next thing, when it is a right angle triangle, suppose if this angle is x, the side which is opposite to the angle is the opposite side. Adjacent to the angle is the adjacent side, and opposite to 90 degrees is the hypotenuse. In the same way, in this right angle triangle, if this angle is given, so this is the side which is opposite to the angle, so this becomes the opposite side, this becomes the adjacent side, and this becomes the hypotenuse. When we use sine, cos and tan, we can use this SOHCAHTOA, which gives us sin x. Sin x is opposite over the hypotenuse. And cos x will be, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. And tan is opposite over adjacent. The next thing is angle of elevation. Angle of elevation, suppose if you are having some tall building, from this, the foot, we are looking into a tall building. So we are looking at this. So this is called as the line of sight. And this is the horizontal to the ground. So the angle of elevation is when we look up the horizontal, and this we are looking up. So this is the angle of elevation x. This angle we need to calculate in order to find the angle of elevation. The next thing is angle of depression. That is, we are standing on a mountain top over here, and if you are going to look at something down over here, then this will become, this we are looking down. So this becomes the line of sight. And then this becomes the horizontal line. So this angle we need to calculate. So in order to calculate that, it is like a Z over here. So we'll always calculate this angle for a triangle. So this angle from the horizontal to the line of sight, when we look down, it is called angle of depression. When we look up from the line of sight to the horizontal, when we look up, it is called as the angle of elevation. This will be angle of depression. Bearings are used by sailors in the sea. The sailors usually have a magnetic compass with them, which always points towards the northern direction. Suppose if you need to find the bearing of A from B. Suppose if you have a point A over here and B over here, from B. So we are at B. So at B you draw the north, and where it joins the line. So in the clockwise direction, this angle has to be found. This is called as the bearing. In the same way, the bearing of B from A. So now this is A and this is B. So the bearing is from A. So we draw the north at A and this angle we need to calculate. This is the bearing of B from A. The sine rule and the cosine rule are used to find the angles and the sides of any non-right angled triangle. Now the first thing is sine rule. Suppose if we have a non-right angle triangle A, B and C. This is A and the opposite to B is B and the opposite to C is C. The sine rule states that A over sine A will be equal to B over sine B will be equal to C over sine C. Now, when will we use this sine rule? One side and opposite angle has to be given. That is one side and the opposite angle. These two has to be given. And you can find one side and the opposite angle given. We can find the side or the angle when one of the side or angle is given. That is, when one angle given, you can find the side opposite to the angle. Or side given, we can find the angle which is opposite. Side can find opposite. Here also it has to be the opposite. The next thing is the cosine rule. Cosine rule for finding the side is a square equal to b square plus c squared minus 2bc cos A. The same formula when you rearrange, you can use it to find the angle cos A equal to b square plus c square minus a square divided by 2bc. Now let us see when we can use this sine rule, cosine rule for finding the sides. That is, two sides and the included angle given. We can find the opposite side. And the same way for the angle, all three sides given. Any angle can be found. Last thing is trigonometry, 3D trigonometry. For using trigonometry in 3 dimensions, for any solid shape, we need to find a triangle and draw the triangle and write out all the known measurements. Then, if it is a right angle triangle, we use sine, cos and tan and the Pythagoras theorem. If it is a non-right angle triangle, we use the sine rule and the cosine rule. For 3D trigonometry, it is necessary that we need to draw out the triangles. When it is a right angle, we use sine, cos, tan and the Pythagoras. When it is a non-right angle triangle, we use the sine rule and the cosine rule for finding the unknown measures and the angles. Thank you.